This is the Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive with the LFP battery we got last December. I feel this is the best daily driving EV to be bought right now. What you are seeing are my personal views and experiences with its driving, charging and its technology. To all the enthusiasts. The Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive is a good daily driver. You sit low in it and its shape seems particularly designed for a good track coefficient. That's 0.23 for the Model 3, an astounding number. It offers 140 miles per hour of top speed and 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. That's a lot of power, but at the same time it's designed for everyday regular driving. At the end of this video, I'll put up a chart of specs for the Model 3. I have driven a number of EVs. To name a few, the Ford Mustang Mach-E, the Nissan Leaf, the Hyundai Kona, the Bolt EUV, Tesla's Model X and Y, the Rivian R1S, VW's ID4 and the likes. So many of these are wonderful cars in their own ways, but Tesla with its early start seems to have pressed on to its advantage. I have also driven the Lucid, but that's a very different segment altogether. We got this Model 3 in December 22 and that was when getting anything in the US was tough on supply. Things have eased since and there has been a substantial change in inventories and prices. We were lucky to accept the delivery just at the start of the market softening and received a cash markdown from Tesla at the time of delivery. Since Jan 1, Tesla has had multiple price changes and a buyer could now do well to look into them meticulously. The tax credit is a big thing to consider and plan around. We have had two long road trips. The first was to LA from the Bay Area, which was 891 miles in all. That included the local driving to Venice Beach, Malibu and Santa Monica. En route to Los Angeles, we experienced a seamless experience at the Tesla Supercharger at Kettleman City. We added roughly from 20 to 80% in about 25 minutes. Yes, so quick that there was hardly any time to do anything else. Some important things to remember here is the max charge capacity of the car, which for the rear-wheel drive Model 3 is 170 kilowatt. And even more importantly, the charge curve. That's the graph of the energy pulled and state of charge marked on time. Remember that most EVs hold their max capacity for a little time in the entire charging session. Some German EVs ramp up gradually but hold the charge quite remarkably, straight to 80%. At 80%, both the car and possibly the charger will taper speed. This is both for battery health and for public charging etiquettes. This, in my opinion, is the most significant aspect in an EV's long driving capability. Given the same, the Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive unmistakably delivers the 20 to 80% in 25 minutes. When it comes to range, I actually experience huge accuracy in the numbers Tesla puts out. And what I experience, the range is always around 270 miles. Tesla says 267 to 272, and the state of charge the car indicates when driving to is always on the mark. Any EV that drives 250 miles in range is just right in my opinion. The rest is then up to the availability of DC fast charging, where Tesla has the largest network of DC fast chargers. Our second trip was in April 2023, which was a multi-city trip from the Napa Valley, Mendocino and Fort Bragg, all in Northern California. The entire trip was one in which we had not planned charging as such and decided to go with what came our way. We found so many level 2 charging options and so many of them were free that our entire trip went through without paying for any charging. From restaurants to some local government properties, we were surprised with the free public charging options in Northern California. Level 2 AC charging is the preferred type of charging an EV, like you will see further ahead in this video. All it needs on the road trip is a little foresight. When you know you are going to halt or when you know there is going to be some break, look around for the charging options. Does not matter how long, any charging is good. There is an adage in the EV industry, ABC, or always be charging. Besides its fast supercharger network, Tesla also has a number of level 2 AC destination chargers. But beware of their location as they are often in private properties, even when they show on the app. It's always great to check for permissions before charging, even as a courtesy. In several places, they are in parking garages with parking fees where the charging is free. Restaurants increasingly see value in offering charging as that keeps the customers eating for longer. The car is full of high-end technology features. its smart use of sensors to its full self-driving capabilities, and even the everyday app. Technology is integral to the Tesla experience and one of the reasons why millions of people buy it. Let's start with the app first. It has some very wonderfully concealed features which I like, and there are others. For example, right at the top, you can customize the buttons. I have set up for locking, climate control, charge port operation, and defrosting the car. These are the most frequently required features for me. Then in controls, it offers you some immediate hardware controls, like for example, unlocking and locking the car. It also alerts you if the car is left unlocked. You can open and close the frunk or the trunk, the charge port, check the PSI of the wheels, that is the pressure in the wheels. The recommended is 42. And you have other options like starting the flashlight, honking the car, starting the car remotely, or even controlling the vent. The next feature is climate. The car allows you to precondition the cabin before your journey. It's a very useful thing I experienced in California. It used to be very cold in December. But about 10 to 15 minutes before you leave, if you start preconditioning, the cabin would be nice and warm for you. It allows you to change the temperature as you please. You can defrost the car, you can set it for camp mode, dog mode, and even have cabin overhead protection. You can also control the vents from here. Besides which, you can have heated seatings. You can set it for 3 different levels, and you can have a heated steering for 2 levels. You can put it down and control the climate of your car the way you like. You then have the location setting, which constantly tells you the address at which your car is parked. You can then look at it in a map. This is very useful, especially when we go for treks. Sometimes in the hills, you don't know where your car is, but you can quickly trace it here. You can navigate to a location. This has been recently added. So if I put the location as the state of Utah, it will navigate me to Utah, and it's also calculating the required charging. For example, it even highlights the superchargers on the way, which I can recommend. This is all happening, was always happening in the car, but now you can do it right here, and you can send this information to the car before you're driving, and it will be taken over in the car's navigation. Similarly, you have a way to look at other superchargers available in the vicinity. It's a very useful thing, and it's important for Tesla because the feature in Tesla is that when you decide to supercharge, it automatically preconditions your battery for the supercharging. A very important feature for EVs. You then have the feature of scheduling. You can schedule a preconditioned departure. You can schedule an off-peak charging session. This is very useful for people with homes and who have charging and want to avail off-peak rates, which are so useful. So it allows you to schedule your car and exactly do these functions. See, so the many EV owners in the world who have installed chargers, they do this as well. So there are chargers available in the market which allow you to do that. But now it's got an integrated look when it comes to a Tesla because you get everything inside the same. You then have security, a feature very popular. For one of these features, you need the premium connectivity subscription, but that's the Sentry mode. So when you put on the Sentry mode, it has a live camera, and the live camera tells you what's happening around your car. You can look at all the directions of your car and see what's happening around. And if there is an intrusion or a motion, the car will record it and store it in the glove box. There's a USB drive in the glove box. That's where it will store it. You can honk the car, you can flash the car, you can make it fart. That's some fun if somebody's sitting over it. And you have a recording feature there. And then you have the valet mode, a speed limit mode, and a driver management where you can add or remove a driver just like an app adds users. Very useful. You then, you can see the Sentry mode has been set on. I can switch it off as well, right here, and it will switch off. It's advisable to switch it off because it consumes your battery. Not that it's a concern with the car here for me. You then have charge stats. This is all the statistics of your charging, where you have been charging, how you have been charging, and how much it has been costing you. There are four variables, three of which you can control. You can set the pricing for your home charging, you can set the pricing for work charging, and you can have a variable called other, which could be all of your other charging. Lately, my experience has been that most of the places in California have been getting free charging. But anyway, you can set the price, and this tool, like an MIS application, tracks your spending and calculates the saving on gas. I would not vouch too much for the very highly accurate nature of these things, but you can make it fairly good if you use it over a period of time. Supercharging rates are taken by Tesla by itself because that's its own network. And this is the beauty of the integrated experience, of the whole product. Then you have the upgrades. You can actually manage software upgrades. Like for example, I recently subscribed to the premium connectivity when I go on trips outside. I'll probably keep it. You can extend your service agreement and also buy Tesla accessories. There are quite a few of them. You can check it on the Tesla website. You have a safety score feature, personal favorite of mine. It has recently added the parameters. So it has all these parameters on which it keeps monitoring your car. And my experience is that it is really an educational tool, but I have improved my driving a lot using this. There are some gray areas in this. For example, a few days back on a yellow light on traffic, it would mark you for aggressively hard braking. But now it's recently got removed, so they constantly keep improving it. I was in driving in the mountains a week ago, and generally in a city we turn at the right speed. There are some parameters that typically it is a turn that should occur at not more than 9 miles, 8.9 miles per hour. And when you stop the car should not stop at a speed faster than dropping speed by 6.7 miles in a second. Now, if you even drive a normal car, you will realize this makes you very highly safe. It actually gets you get safer with this. So these features are available here. They have recently added more features. They have unbuckled driving. They have excessive speeding, which was not there. It's for driving over 85 miles an hour, and it always has had forced autopilot disengagements. So these are some of the features. You can, when you use them, you get a better feel of them. But it's pretty nice, and there is a potential for saving on insurance on this. Tesla insurance is anyway cheaper than the market, as I experience. You can see a lot of data around your trip and so on. You then have service. You can schedule a service with Tesla for some changes you may want in your car or some repairs. You have roadside assistance. Never got to use it so far, but whenever you have a breakdown, you can call for assistance from the company wherever you are. And then the final option is to finance your car. So if you have loaned or leased the car, then you can check and monitor your transactions with Tesla. The card on your file when buying the Tesla is all that they have, and everything is integrated into it. Even when you go for supercharging, like you see in a while, you don't have to remove your card. It's all built automatically. Especially my friends living in India and other parts of the world would love to see this experience because this car is very popular. It's the world's largest selling EV probably, but yet it's not available everywhere. So I hope this technology preview would be interesting to all of you. What makes this the best EV to buy currently is a combination of its capabilities, the price point, and its LFP battery. The LFP battery is not as dense as the nickel cobalt one, and hence is larger in size and adds weight to the car. But it can be charged to full and offers unparalleled efficiency. Tesla has over the years mastered this trade-off, and the result is this car that offers the best balance with the two. The LFP battery has little difference in its voltage in different states of charge. So charging to 100% allows its battery management system to calculate its variables. Most EVs love battery usage at the middle of the pack, say the 40 to 70% range. For higher range, particularly on long road trips, they tolerate the higher states of charge. Most Teslas recommend and lock daily charging limits at 90%. The daily charging limit for the LFP battery is 100%. Just at the time of publishing this video, Tesla announced the Model 3 long range, which had been pulled out from its lineup some time back. It has now been added back with the LFP battery and was much anticipated. The additional $7,000 for that option over the rear-wheel drive could, however, be high for many users. That higher price makes it comparable to some of the options on the Model Y. I retain my view that this rear-wheel drive is still the best Tesla to buy on overall value. Charging is a major concern for most new EV buyers. Those new to this area may want to pause the video at this point or refer to this chart at their own convenience. This chart lays out all the options and dynamics of charging an EV in North America as relevant at this point in time. Briefly, the top two options are level 1 and 2. These are the most common and preferred types of charging. They are slow and recommended for daily use. They are even good for long-term battery health. The bottom two are the DC fast charging options. These are important for long road trips when you have little time on long journeys. Again, the world of charging is vastly different for Tesla and non-Tesla users. While the level 1 and 2 options are not really a problem, DC fast charging has been a space where the gap has been widening. Tesla has the largest charging network, which had been reserved exclusively for Tesla users until very recently. And it is extensively built. Supposedly, Tesla offers a supercharger every 50 miles in the US. Tesla has just recently started opening its network to others, but it looks a long time in the coming. Non-Teslas rely on third-party networks, the largest of which has been Electrify America. The experience is vastly different. For level 1 and 2, most EVs here in North America follow the J1772 standard for charging equipment connectors, for which Tesla simply provides its users with an adapter. So Tesla users can charge on any charger, but others need an adapter in reverse when trying to charge at a Tesla fast charger, which is typically called a supercharger. Having said that, I get 90% of my charging at home. Well, we have free and unlimited employer charging, which incidentally is available all around where we live. We hence incur no cost. This is a unique situation. Most users, however, will try and avail some form of home charging with suitable tariffs from their service utilities, or try to charge at work if available. In my LA trip, I use a supercharger which is paid for, but driving in California, we increasingly and easily find free level 2 public charging options. Like I said earlier, our recent 500 plus miles road trip in Northern California was done completely on free level 2 charging. Going forward, I wish to make many more videos on clean tech, the climate transition, and other exciting technologies of the times. I also wish to share thoughts, demonstrations, and ideas on other relevant subjects of interest like autonomous driving and artificial intelligence. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and drop in your suggestions. Thanks for watching.
you.